What up? What up? Welcome to the Hot Button Sports Show. I'm your host, Isaac Lane. And I took a week. To slowly digest what happened with our Buccaneers. This will be my last video as far as the Buccaneers are concerned until the end of the football season. I will say this. I am not disappointed in the fact that the Buccaneers are no longer in the playoffs. I am more disappointed in how we lost. And I want to do this entire video, and I want to wrap it up under one umbrella. And the name of this video is most likely going to be Why Tom Brady Should Retire. Why Tom Brady should retire. Let's start with reason number one. Tom Brady should retire because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' defense cannot be trusted. Let's get one thing clear, brothers and sisters. If that defense steps up, makes a play when it needs to, and it did not make plays when it needed to all year against tough competition, just could not make plays. If that defense steps up, makes a play, Tom Brady and that offense gets the ball in overtime, they are going to win that football game. Hands down, everybody and their mama knows it. It's not just this game against the Rams or that game against the Rams. It's the entirety of the season. Against Washington, against the Saints, our defense just cannot be can't be trusted. Specifically, our secondary. Reason number two, Tom Brady's not going to come back this year is because Jason Light failed. Jason Light and Bruce Arians' whole idea of let's run it back again with the exact same team, it sounded good. I admit, sounded very good, but it was not practical. It wasn't practical, not us being able to repeat, but when you look at this roster, our secondary is trash outside of two players. That's Winfield and Whitehead. Outside of Winfield and Whitehead, Carlton, Dean, Murphy, Bunton, Mike Edwards, they all overachieved in last year's playoffs, and that is obvious. Our secondary is trash, and I don't want to hear it, man. Miss me in the comments. Our secondary outside of Winfield and Whitehead, they are garbage. We should have upgraded Jason Light. We should have upgraded the secondary. We should have upgraded the secondary. Should have upgraded the cornerback position. But since we wanted to come back with the exact same team, we got screwed in the end. And the last reason why Tom Brady should not come back to play football is because he has absolutely nothing to prove. He should have retired after last season, right off in the sunset. He has absolutely nothing to prove. 7 Super Bowls, 15 Pro Bowl selections, I think 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 3-time regular season MVP. He holds, I think he's number 1 in yards, completions, touchdowns. I mean, as far as career totals, let's not even talk about his playoff totals when it comes to wins. I think he's 76% winning percentage, 76% winning percentage. I mean, this guy has absolutely nothing to prove. Now, as a fan, of course, I would love to see him play again. But in all just being realistic, is not a good situation for him to come back to Tampa. We don't know what the squad is going to look like. We don't know who's going to be who's doing what in the secondary. We don't know if we're going to re-sign Chris Godwin or what's going on with that situation. So if I was him, I would ride off into the sunset. This would have been my last year. But circling back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and that disappointing loss in the playoffs, I think it's just indicative of what we saw from the Buccaneers defense all year. We saw lackluster performances all year. Going on, and then as recent as the Philadelphia Eagles game. Philadelphia Eagles, we could have got a shutout. Could have been 31-0. But the defense just could not hold up. And the biggest disappointment of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers football season, in my opinion, is Devin White. Devin White talked so much noise during the offseason. So much noise during the In the Current documentary, and he did not show up this year. Production-wise, he didn't drop off significantly, but he was not making plays. He was not making the big splash plays. He was not getting to the quarterback as often. We didn't see, I don't even know if he had any interceptions or any forced turnovers. He was just not the same Devin White. And in my opinion, him along with O.J. Howard were the two biggest disappointments of the year for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, is Devin White still one of the best linebackers? Yes, but coming into this season, man, I thought he was the best linebacker in the league. But after this season, he's just the top 5 linebacker. Will he be able to change that, capitalize on that going into next year? Prayerfully, hopefully he will. But the season ended. I love the way we fought back, but I was just disappointed that our defense let us down yet again. This is Isaac Lane for the Hot Button. As it relates to the Buccaneers, signing off for the last time until the offseason. I'll holler at you.